In response to the recent waves of protests in Kenya, the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, KAM, has taken stock of the impact of the anti-government protests called by the opposition on the crucial sector. Key industry leaders led by KAM chairman Rajan Shah were present to address the pressing concerns faced by the manufacturing community. The sector has warned that the country stands to lose up to 2.86 billion shillings daily if the protests continue countrywide. Cynthia Masibo with that story.
The ongoing anti-government protests have caused disruptions in various parts of the country's economy, raising serious apprehensions among manufacturers regarding the continuity of their operations and supply chains. At a press conference, KAM sought to shed light on the challenges faced by the sector and explore potential solutions to mitigate the negative effect.
Disrupted the logistics and supply.
Chairman Rajan Shah emphasized the gravity of the protest on the sector, raising serious apprehensions among manufacturers regarding the continuity of their operations and supply chains.
We are concerned that this may not be achievable at the current trend. We appreciate the role played by the police to safeguard life and property during this protest. Whilst a noble cause, it is not sustainable to deploy such resources on a day-to-day basis as a precautionary measure. Further, we implore on all independent institutions, including the police, NCIC, Parliament, and the judiciary, to play their constitutional roles independently for the good of all Kenyans.
The Kenya Association of Manufacturers.
Marian Musangi, board member of KAM, also highlighted the resilience of the manufacturing community in the face of adversity. She further stated despite the disruptions, Kenyan manufacturers had also been committed to finding innovative ways to maintain operations and meet the needs of their customers.
If the manufacturing sector is one of the largest employers, together with agriculture, as the chairman has just said, it is critical for us to be on the negotiating table. We come here to talk for Kenyans. We come here to talk for our SMEs who may not have the ability to have their voice heard. And this is why we're here today, to make sure that the Mwananchi voice is heard. The employer's voice is heard. The employee's voice is heard. We do need to get back to work because this is the only way we will grow and develop our country.
Mukai Kunyiha, a board director at KAM, addressed concerns about supply chain disruptions, saying the protests have created logistical challenges for manufacturers, impacting the timely delivery of goods and materials. He further stated they are collaborating with relevant stakeholders to identify alternative routes and workarounds to keep the supply chains functional.
Even though we have some advantages in the race and we have some position that we can't take it for granted and it can disappear very quickly, which is why we are saying let's take care of what we have because it's a competitive environment. There are other options. People don't always have to come here. So how do we make sure that we are making ourselves as attractive as possible? And things like the demonstrations, the lack of political consensus is not useful for what we are trying to achieve as a country.
The forum provided a platform for manufacturers to communicate their concerns, strategies, and experience during this challenging period. It also emphasized the need for dialogue, collaboration, and concerted efforts to safeguard the manufacturing sector and its vital role in Kenya's economic growth. As the situation unfolds, stakeholders are closely monitoring developments and working together to foster resilience within the manufacturing industry. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I am Cynthia Masibo.